Ar-Rahim. In this video, I'm going to talk about matrix multiplication, how to multiply two matrices. So first of all, if we have a matrix A, I want to multiply by matrix B. So the condition is the number of columns, the first matrix, if this was M by M rows and N columns. B should be N rows. Yani this is N and this N are equal. If this 2, this 2. If this 3, this is 3. If this is 4, this is a 4, and so on. Should be equal. If not equal, not allowed. And by any number. Let's say by, for example, L. For example. Now, this multiplication allowed and equal to a new matrix. What the matrix is? The matrix will be M by L. The matrix will be M rows and L columns. L columns. Okay. Now, if I said, for example, I want to multiply matrix A, and A is 2, 5, 7, 3. Now, this matrix is 2 by 2. And I want to multiply the matrix B. B is, let us say this one is 3, 5, 6, 2, 6, 2. Here I have, and 0, 1. So now this matrix, the second one is 3 rows by 2 columns. 3 rows by 2 columns. Clear. This is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. So 3 rows by 2 columns. Okay, by 2 columns. Clear the 2 columns. This is the column first one, or this is the second one. Now the question, can be multiplied? No, not defined. Why? Because A is 2 by 2, and I want to multiply B is 3 by 2. See, if you look at here, 2 columns. I have here 2 columns. Okay, and B, how many rows? Clear, 3 rows. B is 3 rows. So now we can't multiply. Why? Because it's not equal to, 3. Okay, another example. If I said, for example, if I said A is equal to, like, for example, 5, -2, and 3, 2. And I will multiply by matrix B. The B is 4 and 6, and here I have 3, 7. Okay, I want to multiply. So the first one is A, see A times B equal to A is 5, -2, and I said here 3, 2. Now this matrix is 2 by 2. I want to multiply by B. The B is 4, 6, the first row, the second row, 3, 7. 3, 7. And this one also 2 by 2. This one also 2 by 2. Now the question, look at it. The number of columns, 2. The number of rows of B. A, you have 2 columns. And B, 2 rows. Yes, can be multiplied. And what the answer is? The answer will be 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2. See now, how to multiply? Now the question is, how to multiply? We multiply each row of the first matrix. And the first matrix is, see, the first row, what the first row is 5, -2. So multiply the first row by each column of B. And then we go over the second row, also multiply by each column of B. Okay, but how to multiply in this way? See the multiplication. The first row, 5, -2. So we multiply, now see, the matrix is, we multiply 5 times 4. 5 times 4 plus -2 times 3. -2 multiplied by 3. So I'm multiplying, see, this is the way of multiplication. The first row, 5 by 4 plus -2 by 3. So now, what is the first element? So the first element here, see, the first element is equal to, if we multiply it, 20 minus 6 is 14. So the first element of multiplication, 14. Go over the second one. What the second one? Now again, the first row by the second column. And 5 by 6 plus -2 times 7. See, in this way. All right, write it. 5 times 6 plus -2 times 7. -2 times 7. So this 13 and this 14 will be here 16. So this one will be here 16. Now, we multiply the second row by each column, the second row of A by each column of B. The same way. See now, look at here. Now, the first row, 3 by 4. So multiply here, 3. See, 3 times 4 plus 2 times 3. So see, this one by this one. See, 3 by 4, which is a 12, right? Plus 2 by 3, which is 6. That is mean here, I have here 18. This one will be here, 18. Okay, so it is 18. Now, we multiply again the second row by the second column, and that's all. So it'll be 3 by 6, which is 18, plus 14, which is 32. So now, and in this way. So I multiply now 3 times 6 plus 2 times 7. See, 3 times 6 plus 2 times 7, as we said, which is equal to 32, which is equal to 32. Now, this is the multiplication. What the answer is? The answer is matrix, the multiplication, 2 rows and 2 columns. 2 rows and 2 columns. Now, another example. Okay, and let's give here another example. Let us to say A, for example, I want to multiply A is 2 by 3. What is 2 by 3? Yani A is 4. I have here 3, 7. This is the first row. The second row is 6, 5, and 10. So we have now 2 rows and 3 columns. See, this is the first row, and this is the second row. 2 rows. So now I have 2 rows. And how many columns? 3 columns. This is the first column, the second column, and the third column. 3 columns. So this one 2 by 3. This one 2 by 3. I want to multiply this matrix by another matrix. Which matrix is? See, the matrix is, I have to have it here, this one, 3 rows by 2 columns. 3 rows. The first row is 2, the first row. Okay, so the markup problem, no. Okay, so the first row is 2, 4, and the second row is 3, 7. The third row is 0, 1. Now, I want to now how to multiply. We multiply the first row by each column. But first, can be multiplied? Yes. Why can be multiplied? Because this matrix is 3 by 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, 3 rows. And how many columns? 2 columns. So 3 by 2 columns is the first column, but is the second, so can be multiplied. Now, what the multiplication matrix, the matrix is, will be, the matrix is 2 by 2. 2 by 2, the answer. So the answer will be here 2 by 2, the answer of multiplication. Now, see how to multiply in this way to multiply. So now we multiply in this one. The first row, what is the first row here? I have the first row is this one, 4, 3, 7 is the first row. We multiply by each column, column 1 and then column 2. So how to multiply by column? 4 by 2. See this one, let's write it this one. So I multiply 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 3 times 3, plus 7 times 0. Okay, plus 7 times 0. So this is not the first one. So I multiply 4 by 2, see the first row, by the first column. 4 by 2, plus 3 times 3, plus 7 times 0. Then, now the first row by the second column. 4 by 4, plus 3 times 7, plus 7 times 1. Again, we multiply the first row by the second column. See, 4 by 4, plus 3 times 7, plus 7 times 1. This is the way of multiplication. Okay? Now, we multiply now the second row by each column of B, by the first column and by the second column. And 6 by 2 plus 5 times 3 plus 10 times 0. So in this way, you multiply 6 times 2, which is 12, plus 5 times 3, 15, plus 10 times 0, which is 0. And then we multiply by the second column. 6 times 4, plus 5 times 7, plus 10 times 1. Okay, look at here. Now the answer is equal to what the answer is. The answer of multiplication. I have 4 by 2 is 8, 9, 27. So the first one, 4 by 2, 8, and the 3 by 9, 9 will be 17. 8 plus 9 is 17. But this one 0. This one is 0. Okay, 17. And here 4 by 4 is 16, and 3 by 16, 21. 21 by this one. See the multiplication, 4 by 4, 16, 16, and 21. I have the 21 and 16, 37 by 7, 44. This one 44. This one 44. And this one 12 plus 15 is 27, because it's 0. So this is 0 here. And 24, and here 35, we have 24, 35, and 10 is 69. This one is 69, maybe 69. 69. Okay, so here I have see this one is 24, and this one is 35. So it'll be 59, and this one plus 10, so 69. 69. It's okay. So this is the way of multiplication. Now the matrix is what the matrix is equal to. So the matrix is, I have here, the matrix is 2 by 2. This matrix is 2 by 2. So look at from the beginning, this is 2 by 3, this is 3 by 2. So the matrix multiplication we see it 2 by 2, and this the matrix is 2 by 2, 17, 44, 27, and 69. Now, the question, there is a question. If I have, sometimes they make mistake. If I have, for example, matrix, let's say the matrix is 4, 3, for example, and 2, 5, and 2, 5. And I want to find, here the question is, to find a squared. How to find the a squared? Here, the students, they write a squared in this way, most of the students. They write it, first one squared, which is 16, second one square, 9, third one square, 4, with this one square, 25. They write it in this way, and this is wrong. This one is wrong. This is wrong. Why? Because see, let's look at the solution. Now, what do you mean by a squared? A squared means matrix A times a matrix. Now, first, it's allowed or not allowed? Why I said allowed or not allowed? See, students here, A is 2 by 2. With this one, A also 2 by 2. So now first is 2 by 2. Second matrix is 2 by 2. Can we multiply? Yes, can be multiplied because this one 2. So will be the answer 2 by 2. But how to multiply? Again, we have to multiply in this way. See, write it now. The first matrix 4, 3. The second one 9, 5. Multiply by the second one is the same. 4, 3, and 2, 5. But how to multiply now? Look at here, students, how to multiply. See, to multiply, now this one, now see, students, equal to the answer is equal to. How to multiply? First row by first column. And 4 by 4 is 16, plus 3 by 2, 6. That is mean, the first one, look at here. I'm repeating it, 4 by 4 at times what times 6 will be 22. Okay, so this one is 22. Now we multiply the first row by the second column. This one is 12 plus 15. So you got here 4 by 3. I multiply this one, 4 times the 3, which is 12 plus 15. It is 27. It is 27. Now the second row, 2 by first row, 2 by 4. It is 8 plus 5 times 2. It is 10. So now this one is 18. This one is 18. Now the second row, 2, 5 by the second row, 2 by 3 is 6 plus 5 by 5, 25, which is equal to what? Is equal to 31. So this is the answer of multiplication. This one, the answer is, students, not this one. Not this one is wrong. The answer, this one is 22, 27. The first row, second row, 18, and 31. This is the a squared. So be careful. Okay, so again, 4, 3, 2, 5, and write it 4, 3, 2, 5. Multiply the first row by the second column will be 16 plus 6, which is 22, and 4 by 3, 12, and plus 15, 27. 2 by 4 is 8, and plus 5 by 2, 18. So will be, because this will be 10. 2 by 3, 6, plus 5 by 5, 25. So will be 31. This is the multiplication, students. Now, example. If I said, for example, A is equal, now see, 2, 3, 5, and here I have 7, 1, 4. This matrix, students, this matrix is two rows, a clear two rows I have here. This is the first row, or this is the second row, two rows. But how many columns? This matrix is by, what by? This matrix by three, okay, by three columns. Now, if I said, find the question, find a square. So what about a square? A square will be 2 by 3, and it times the same a, 2 by 3. Now, this allowed? No, not allowed, not defined. This one, not defined. Why the is not defined? Because of, look at the number of columns is 3 and the number of rows is 2, not equal. So not defined. But this one, it's allowed. Why? Because this one is 2 by 2, or this 2 by 2. See, I said 2 with 2, so the answer will be 2, 2 by 2. That's so. Now, another example. If we said, see students, now example, if I said A equal to, I said 3, 6, and 1, and here I have 4. And that I said the B is equal to, for example, B is equal to 5, this one, and the 3, 6, and 7, 1, for example, multiply by C. What is the C? That I have to say that is this one C is 1, 0, and 2, that is 4, and this one 0, and here I have 5, for example, 5. Okay, let me to change this one. I want to change this one too. Okay, another matrix. I want to make it here 2 by 3. Actually, 2 by 3. I want to multiply 3. This one, this is the 3 by 2. Okay, this is 3 by 2. That I have to say 3 by 2. And this one is, I want to write it 2 by 3. Okay, let's erase this one. Yes, so I write it this one is, sorry, this one is, let's write it here. C is equal to, let us say this one is 2. I have 5, 4, 1, 0, 6. Okay, now this matrix will be here is 2 by 3. 2 by 2 column, 3 column. Now, the question, if you ask to find, for example, A plus B times C. Now, first of all, mathematically multiplication first. Don't add, don't, okay, not here, do not add A plus B first, okay? First, why? It is wrong, multiplication first. What you want to, and first you have to find what? So you have to multiply B times C first. You have to multiply B times C. Now, let us to multiply now first, B times C. How to multiply B times C? See, student. I want to multiply now B times C. So how to multiply B times C? Look at here. B, what is the B? The B is 3 by 2. Why? Because I have a 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 by 2. Then this one 3 by 2. And what is the C? The C is, look at, times C. What the C is? 2 by 3. C is 2 by 3. See it again here. 3 by 2. But this one is 2. Can be multiplied? Yes, can be multiplied. How to multiply now? But before you multiply this one 2 with this one 2. This, so the multiplication should be a matrix. What the matrix is? So the matrix will be here. The matrix is 3 students. The matrix will be 3 times the 3. It will be 3 times the 3. 3 times the 3. But A is 2 by 2. Now A, 2 by 2. And I have this one now. 3, 6, 1, 4. A plus, what the plus? A plus B, look at here. B, I said here 2, 5, 3, 6, and here 7, 1, and multiply by, see, 2 multiplied by C, the C is the first row, 2, 5, 4, and the second one, 0, 6. So now, first multiplication can be multiplied, this one, again, this one, yes, can be multiplied, this one can be multiplied here. Look at here, this one, yes, can be multiplied, defined. But what is the problem? The problem here will be the multiplication 3 by 3. Why? Because this one is 2. This one is, again, write it here. Okay, they write it here. This one is 3 by 2, or this one is 2 by 3. So now the multiplication will be the multiplication. So we cancel this with this one, 3 by 3. But this one is the first one. The first one is 2 by 2, not defined. What means this 2 by 2 plus 3 by 3 is not defined. Why? Because we can't add. We can't add if not the same size. So this matrix is 2 by 2, or this matrix is 3 by 3. This can be multiplied, but it will be 3 by 3. So then we can't add Why we can't add? Because 2 by 2 matrix cannot be added, not defined with the 3 plus. It should be the same size. Should be the same size. Yes, it can say, for example, so look at here. Okay, if I said, for example, see that I said the example, I have, for example, this is 4, this one 1, this is 0, this is 3, and I want to multiply by b. For example, b is, let us say 2, 5, 6, 1, 0, for example, 3. And I multiply by c. What the c is? The c is, let us say 2, and this is 1, 0, this one 4, this one 1, this one 0, this one 5, for example. Now, this, now if you ask to find, for example, the question is find a plus b times c. Yes, can be. Why? Because this matrix is 2 by 3, see 2 rows by 3 columns. With this matrix, what are this one? 3 rows, and what by 2 columns. This one 2 columns. It is the first, the second column. The question, can we multiply b by c? Yes, can we multiply? What the answer? 2 by 2. And what is the a? The a also 2 by 2, so can be added. And now first you have to multiply. What the multiplication is? C. The multiplication. Now I have a equal to often a plus b. This one. Let's write this one. The a, I have a, see the solution. I have a plus b times c equal to, what is the a? The a is 4, 1, 0, 3. And what is the plus? B times c. What the b times c? So we multiply the first row by the first column, equal to, now what the answer is? 2 by 2, 4, plus 5 by 4, 20 is 24, because 6 plus 0 times 0, 0. So now we have 4 plus 20, 24, plus 0, 6 times 0, 0. So it is 24. The first one is 24. 2 by 0 is 0, plus 5 by 1, I multiply the second column. Now, see, 2 by 0, 0, 5 times 1, 5, 6 by 30, so it's 35. This one is 35. Now we multiply the second row by each column. By the first column, 1 by 2, 2, 0 by 4, 0, 3 by 0, 0. So only you have 2. 1 times 0, 0, 0 times 1, 0, 3 times 5, 15. I have here 15. So then equal to 4 plus 24. This one is 28, can be added 2 by 2, and this 2 by 2. 1 plus 30 will be 36, and 0 plus 2 will be this one. It is 2, with 3 plus 15, it is 18. So this is the answer of multiplication. Again, 2 by 2, here I have 4. See, first row by first column, 2 by 2, it is 4. And the plus 5 by 4 is the 20, 24, plus 6 times 0, it is 0, so it'll be 24. See, I write here 24. So this one is 24. This one is 24. Then first row by the second row, 2 by 0, 2 times 0, 0, plus 5 times 1, it is 5, plus 6 times 5, 6 times 5, which is 30, so it'll be 35. This one, I repeat again, 2 is 35 here. I wrote it here, it's 35. It's correct. That's it, 35 is correct. Okay, so this is the way of multiplication. And then what we said then the second row by the second column. Then the second row by the second column. Okay, so that's 1 times 2, 2, 0 by 4, 0, 3 by 0, 0, so it'll be only 2. 1 times 0, 0, plus 0 times 1, 0, plus 3 times 5, 15, so it'll be 15. We add 4 plus 1, 4, 28. Well, it can be added because this one is the first one. See, this one is 2 by 2. With this one also 2 by 2, the same size, so can be added. 4 plus 24, 28. 1 plus 35, 36. 0 plus 2, 2. With 3 times 15 is equal to 18.